Right then, we've got an issue, which is a bit of a pain really. On the last video where I took the cables into the first cubicle and then it goes over the top and shows you the back cubicle, I took the CTs off the cables because they wouldn't fit. You couldn't get two cores side by side like that through. And we were just going to get the shell ones, you know, the ones that clamp over the top. I'm going to get those. However, the turn on date of the power and to get the actual shell clamps delivered to site is going to cross over, so we wouldn't be able to meter the cables. So I've had to do this. First cable is terminated, right? It looks all right. Now there's the CT that I've took off. So what I'm going to have to do now is bend the second cable into place, cut it so the lug would be ready to go on each core. I've got to do that, so using each one as a template for the other. Not so much the neutral because it obviously doesn't go through, but cut them to length, not lug them, then disconnect those, put everything through the hole in the CT, which as you can see isn't very big. I'd have said it's 25-30mm maximum, and they're 120s. Put that cable through, they've already got the lugs on, then lug the core, and connect it with the CT on back here somewhere. Oh God, life just isn't easy, is it? In fact, it's a pain in the buttocks. So let's see if I can show you how that's going to pan out. Right, so there we are. That's sort of something along those lines. Now, unclip those. They obviously, you see what I did that for. It's just to hold them in place. So take the tie wraps off, disconnect them, put the CT on, slide that down. Then I've got to bend those cores forward, crimp a lug on them, put them back. Oh, honestly. And you know what this is? It's bad design. It's bad design again. The construction industry is suffering. It's like it's an epidemic. It's spreading throughout the construction industry. It's not just electrical. Obviously, we know it in the electrical trade, but obviously joiners, bricklayers, plumbers, everybody is suffering from this, from bad design. And I think it needs to be addressed. Something needs to be done about it. Because we can't continue being left to tidy up the mess. I think the old saying, don't worry, the lads on site will sort it out, needs to be recalibrated. as, yeah, the lads on site can sort it out, but only if they have to, not because the design process is absolutely abysmal. I'm not sure what your experiences are with design and like the primary install on a job, but I think it's gotten worse over the last 10 years, but like dramatically worse. Anyway, I'm going to try and show you what I'm up against now. That's my little bit of measuring done, so I'm going to try and get the actual CT installed. When I say installed, it's going to be floating, because the mounting holes for it, the bolt holes for it that I've removed, they don't allow the CT to fit where the lugs splay apart, because they're back to back, so that I can't even fix it to the back plate. It's just going to be floating in mid-air. So that's the solution that I've come up with, but it's the only solution to get the CT installed. Right then, clip these off. That's that removed. So we've got to get put it in the wrong bloody way. That way. Right, so that's that on. Now I'm going to have to take this back. I have to undo the neutral. Oh no, I don't. It's a lie. Slide this one back. Right, so I've got them through now, so now you've got to sort of bend them like this. Measure, cut them all, strip them all back, put the lug on, lift them in and bolt them in place now. That bolt is only just long enough to get a bite when the two lugs are back to back. So that shows you that either the manufacturer wasn't aware that there was a parallel feed going in and the design's changed and nobody's been informed, or the people who built the panel were aware and just thought, you know what, that's within the parameters, really close to the line, we'll just put it in and the lads on site will sort it out. So I'm going to do that now. I'll stop the video, you don't need to see that because that's pretty much boring, but yeah, anyway, see what happens. Right, so that's all them crimped up, hoping that I've got them in the correct orientation, so when they go together, they're flat. But there's another thing, just to show you. When you pull those two together, see the back part here where it's splayed out? The, what do they call it? Plumbers do it, don't they, when they put pipes together? Anyway, so if you look at it there, those two are touching. So these lugs will only be brought together to touch with the strength of the thread on the bolt and the captive nut in the back. All the while, you've got the tension of them being sort of, as they go in, they won't go in straight because this CT is sticking out, so they'll have to sort of go in over. So there's all that tension holding on. So the switch is now under tension probably. Great piece of design, lads. Well done. Well done. Right, and there we are. Cable installed. Cables installed. I've had to. So see the way that they go through. So they can't go through side to side. One has to be at the top. One has to be at the bottom. So therefore, the bottom one has to sweep up into the switch every time. So you can't get them running parallel with each other. It's just, again, it's just bad design in it. Oh, hang on. Just in case someone drops something on me. I should put my glasses on really in case my eyes fall out as well, but yeah, anyway, the lads on site will sort it out. I think it's something that we need to put a stop to because it's not fair, basically. It's just not fair. You've got a team of designers, presumably qualified, to be able to design a job and make it functional, but they don't seem to be able to. And then it just passes down the line and you get on site and it's you deal with it. We don't know what to do. So thanks very much for dropping by. You've got a whole world of mess to clean up now. Anyway, I just wanted to share that little thing with you there about design on site, and I don't think it's fair. So that's me ranting. But I know it's only a short video, but if you've watched it all the way to the end, thanks for watching. Little thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next job. I don't know where that might be. Just another quick thing, right? This is for panel designers, right? When you're designing panels and you've got a cableway, right, where your cables are going to go in, hence the name cableway, right? Don't do this. Cableway, door, right? Don't have your door opening this way, because then that cuts off your access to your cableway and your switch where you're going to terminate your cables. So what I've had to do is I've had to take the door off because it's like 600 mil or something sticking out here. Right, watch. I was in this position, look. Right, I'm right next to the post. Cables are coming in. I can work with the right hand in this one, the left hand in this one, guiding the cables into the thing. Right, now then, what we're going to do is we're going to open this door. Right, now I'm cut off. I can't get to the cables. I can't get to the cables like underneath. That cuts me off from the cableway. Talk about design. That is ridiculous. It's terrible. So instead of putting your hinges there, put your hinges there and open your door there so you can access the switch and the cableway, which is what you want to address. You want to be at that, you know, at that cable, but both sides of the switch. You put a big door in the way. How are you supposed to do that? I'm no designer, but that's fundamentals, isn't it? Surely that's poor design. It's on every panel, by the way. It's not just this one. Every panel. Now, even this, look, huh? What I did last week. So what I did last week was all the small stuff, but the door, as you can see, the door's over there. I've had to take it off because it opened here, pointing out to me, which created a barrier for me to access the cableway and the switch. Which, hang on. So this door sticks out here. So I can't access into there or there. Like, really? Come on. That's the basics of design. You don't put a barrier in between the two places that you want to work. It doesn't make sense. And then what happens is I take that door off because I can't access it. I put the bolts in there. Those bolts get lost, they drop into it, or whatever happens. Then I get the blame for taking the door off. But it's not my fault. It's the bad design of the panel. Come on. Easy, simple stuff. Put your door there, right? You can have all the same attributes on the door. It just opens that way. So I can then access the whole panel. Jesus. Right, I am going now. Sorry about moaning. But sometimes I think it must be like the wife with me. You have to moan to get your point across, because some people just don't listen. But thank you for watching. Tell your friends. And if your friends are panel designers or have a degree in design, tell them to shape up, because I'm sick of it. And if you don't, I'm leaving you. And you can move out, because I'm staying here with the kids.